my boss told me I wasn't qualified for the promotion, I smiled, got in the car, and drove home. 2 days later, she had 82 missed calls and a department collapsing without me. By the time I reached the parking garage, my hands were shaking so hard I could barely fit the key into the ignition. Elaine had sat across from me at her immaculate desk, flipping through my 20-page promotion portfolio like it was a takeout menu. 5 years of sacrificed weekends, of covering for her missed deadlines, of saving accounts she barely remembered the names of, reduced to a single word. Adequate. That's what she called my work. Adequate. I had the highest client satisfaction ratings in the department. I'd rebuilt our entire system from scratch after the last team lead fled. I'd pulled in the Ellison account, a contract worth millions, and nurtured it until they requested us by name. Adequate. She dismissed me with a glance at her watch. The Ellison proposal needs your attention today. Dave wants extra metrics. I walked out of her office like a good little soldier, nodding, polite, invisible. But in the silence of the parking garage, staring at my reflection in the rearview mirror, something inside me snapped. No more. I decided 2 things right then. I would stop working overtime, and I would stop writing the daily operational guides Elaine depended on, but never acknowledged. Nobody in that office knew it yet, but their perfect system was about to collapse. The next morning, I arrived at 9 a.m. sharp, not 7:30 like always. I drafted no briefing notes, answered only my own emails, and let crises land where they belonged. By lunch, panic was already spreading. Amelia, the L. Ford scheduling conflict. Can you fix it like usual? That's procurement's issue, I said calmly, not looking up. His face fell. But you always... I've been advised to focus on my assigned responsibilities. I gave him a polite smile, demonstrating my proper place in the organization. By 5 o'clock, I packed my bag and walked out. No late nights, no safety net. Within 24 hours, the cracks were everywhere. The Ellison client demanded urgent changes. Regulators were waiting on compliance reports. 3 systems broke down, all documented in guides no one had ever bothered to read. My phone lit up that evening with 82 missed calls. I turned it face down and went to bed. By the second day, the office was chaos. Colleagues ran in circles, clients fumed, and Elaine stormed into my cubicle at 10:30, hair out of place for the first time I'd ever seen. Where are the Ellison process notes? She barked. In the shared drive, I said pleasantly. Under client implementations. Master document is 200 pages. Labeled. Indexed. She stared at the screen, horrified. Just handle it yourself. The client is waiting. I have compliance this afternoon. Regulators don't wait. Her heels clicked furiously down the hall. By the next morning, Byron, our regional director, summoned me. He didn't waste time. What will it take to fix Ellison? Elaine sat beside him, stone-faced. The promotion, she spat. It's hers. Just do it. I tilted my head. That's generous. But I've already been offered senior management at a competitor. They think I'm qualified. Silence. Byron blinked. Elaine's jaw clenched. You're leaving? He asked. I slid a folder across the table. My notice. Byron grabbed it before Elaine could. He scanned the letter, closed it, and looked at me with sharp focus. Not accepted. Come to my office. Minutes later, behind his glass walls, he made the offer. Director-level role, double salary. Reporting directly to him. Authority, recognition, freedom from Elaine. It was everything she swore I wasn't qualified for. When he put it in writing, I accepted with 2 conditions. My own team, and Elaine stays exactly where she is. He raised an eyebrow. After what she did? Replacing her looks like revenge. I want results, not revenge. But when Elaine cornered me later, her mask finally cracked. I didn't block your promotion because you're incapable, she whispered. I did it because I couldn't afford to lose you. That was the moment I realized. She hadn't underestimated me. She depended on me so completely that she needed me invisible. The next morning, the company-wide email went out. I was the new director. My inbox flooded with congratulations, questions, sudden respect. Elaine avoided my eyes, but everyone else looked at me differently. And when Byron shook my hand in front of the executive team, I smiled at Elaine just once. You've been calling me inadequate for years, I said softly enough that only she heard. Turns out I was the system. You were just a passenger.